Good Wednesday evening. I'm Stephanie Johnson. Thanks for choosing Local 4 News at 10. It's now day 10 since an apartment building partially collapsed in downtown Davenport. City officials held their first meeting since the collapse tonight. That is tonight's top story. Davenport City Council held its committee of the whole meeting where residents took the opportunity to speak out about the collapsed building during public comment. This comes after a third lawsuit was filed today, and as of right now there is no plan for demolishing the building. Protesters also gathered outside of City Hall today. A petition was passed around asking for Mayor Mike Matson to resign. Dozens of protesters showed up to tonight's committee of the whole meeting to comment about the city's response to the tragedy. Before the meeting, though, protesters marched outside City Hall to get their message out. Once in the meeting, some residents said they felt the city turned a blind eye to the building and should have raised red flags much sooner. Many are calling for city officials to step down. Local 4's Trey Harris joins us live in the newsroom and was at the meeting tonight. Trey, what else was said by residents?
Stephanie, many of the residents who spoke at tonight's meeting were on the same page, saying the city needs to be held responsible for what happened in the building's collapse.
What we need to see is accountability and transparency. We've had none of that.
Tension and frustration running high at Davenport's Committee of the Whole meeting Wednesday night, a jam-packed room of community members with what they say are unanswered questions.
That's the same company that created the problem with the glitch in the system for the pass-fail on the building across the street?
That silence is what others in the community echo as their problem with city government. Antoine Smith Sr. says the goal should be bringing everyone together.
Just bridging that gap is my main concern because I see there's a lack of communication thereof.
The meeting was limited to 70 people and public comment was shortened to 3 minutes instead of 5. James Woods lives in the 8th Ward and believes the city has serious underlying problems.
The problems aren't just downtown. And there needs to be a lot of reform in this town, especially with the inspection department.
That being one of the reasons Woods wants to run for alderman.
About 3 months ago, I already announced that I was going to run for 8th Ward alderman because there needs to be change in this town. Get ready for November because we're coming.
Now, City Council will be discussing possible adjustments to their city budget at their June 21st meeting. I'll have more for you then. Live in the newsroom, Trey Harris, Local 4 News.